Greetings everyone and welcome back to more of the Outer Worlds. We are still trying to unravel the nefarious web here on Eridanos. Right now we are here in the Wilderness Preserve trying to locate the Prophet of Profitability. This is the vodka machine gun, of which I am a very big fan. You know, I'll admit it's pretty unwieldy, and it takes a little longer than I'd like to rev up, but once it gets going, it's going. So, I'll stick with it. Right now, I'm skirting the, map, please. I'm kind of skirting around the clockwise perimeter. We also just found Betty, the milking robot, and saved her from a pack of canids she was following around and trying to milk, and we sent her back to... oh my gosh, what was her name? Maddox. I forget first name. Here's another pen. Cyrus Walgreen.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
I only hunt the most dangerous game. What void damn hunters are you talking about? Easy there, old-timer. I come in peace.
No, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
There are hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but I'm old. I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but it's mighty agitating.
I can help you with your hunter problem.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal, you hear that? We're finally getting some help!
Captain. Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Hey, I think she likes you.
This is an odd situation, but I'm still inclined to help.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else.
I've been told that.
I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
I have a couple questions about your arrangement.
All right, shoot.
What's it like spending your days with a primal?
A lot better than spending your days with a canid, that's for certain. I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
How long have you lived out here?
Quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
Alright, old timer, I'll catch you later. Can I talk to you? No, I cannot. I don't want to piss you off by poking my nose. Nope, that'd be stealing? Okay. No, I don't want to bother this guy. He and his primal friend are just chilling. The last milk mech, your primal heart. Oh, I think it's the fellas I spoke to. that wasn't a fantastic show for this gun, and I don't think I can make the drum bigger. I'll live though. I might just have to get more comfortable with the idea of switching guns if I have to.
Here they come.
It's a very aesthetically pleasing view, but there's not a horrible amount of landmarks. At least if you get lost in one of the hills. I'll deal with the Mantisaurs later.
That's the last of them.
Bit of a scenic route, but that's alright. I did kind of figure I would have to deal with these folks eventually. Victoria Foxworth.
You don't look like one of my hunters. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Are you perhaps hunting one Cyrus Walgreen?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me?
Get the hell out. He sent me to kill you. Give me a reason why I shouldn't.
Certainly. I pay better. Oh, you void damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody.
Whoa,
The old man's
language.
trying to scratch us off.
That does it. Time for a drink?
I gave them an out. I gave them an out. Whatever anyone else says. How much did my reputation drop by? Magazine special effect. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could do more with it. Or maybe just need to like max out my science. That might be the issue there. Where's Rizzo's at? Oh, Rizzo's. Rizzo's does not like me. Cyrus.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news?
Let's just say I showed your enemies exactly how much I resent hunting.
Ah! Oh, me almighty. You know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Oh, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
Back at you, ma'am. They're a good bunch. They're a good bunch. The productivity queen. Alright, let's go try to find the prophet of profitability.
Heartless? I'm sure they're exaggerating.
Who's heartless? You mean the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts? Oh wow, Man Splitter, Friedrich Blossom. Jeepers, Friedrich. Well, I'll be sure to get to the bottom of who killed you. It's not high on my list, but it's on my list. Just want to make sure I'm covering all of the map that I need to cover. It looks bigger from like the bird's eye view than it actually is, I realized. Alright, let me just check this nook and cranny back here. There's so many mantisaurs. Alright, let's go to heavy for a while. We have enough ammo for it. Actually, how much do we have for the flamethrower? Let's go heavy for a bit. Oh, you know what? I haven't even been pulling up my investigator. I don't think I need to. It usually lets me know when there is investigative stuff afoot, but it just occurred to me that I haven't used in a while. Virgil Henderson. What's your story?
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you.
Not much out here unless you're preparing to go through the finances of the local canids. Quite the distinction for a bureaucrat.
As if the title of bureaucrat weren't distinction enough. But alas, a quick gun hand is a necessity in my line of work. After all, auditing has been called many things, but never boring. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut tut.
If there aren't any Rizzos of personnel in the caves, how are you going to audit them?
All Rizzo's facilities require consistent logging of work conditions. I suspect there will be information regarding the bunker during its prime, should I look into the right places. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure.
I might be able to go in and conduct your audit for you for a price.
An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics?
I know that as a freelancer, I'm more cost-effective than dying.
That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, datapads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
There's so many damn Antisaurs. Ooh, where did you boys come from? Hepatophobia. After too many encounters with mantipillars and mantisaurs? Nah, I ain't afraid of no ghost or mantisaur. I don't like how long the burning stays, though. This is not fun. I think I have to go to the holy caves regardless to find the prophet, but and just like that, my health is back up to full. Praise to the Harvester perk. Exploration Authority to suit. Interesting. Can I get through there? No, probably not. It'll probably glitch the hell out of stuff if I do. Alright then, to the holy caves. No Fallout or Skyrim physics here where I can just climb through and over anything. I should probably check out the terraformer. I swear these fuckers are everywhere. I'm kind of curious where they're all coming from, though. I haven't seen any queens. Frolicking Hills.
Keep this up and I won't have any new battle scars. they come! Got this!
Just making sure I don't get completely lost out here. His final words were to give the hotel a 1 star out of 5. Good man. Oh, these are just tour guides.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay, I guess it looks like she went into the holy caves. Transition to abandoned Rizzo's bunker. Alright, let me find the last one, and hell, I'll teleport back there. Because otherwise I'll probably have to go the long way around to get back to the holy caves. Which I have to explore anyway.
Hey, Candy Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did Free Range Fixer.
I assume that's another cereal that I've just never heard of. Sublight tour guy and a Byzantine tourist. Oh, there's one more dead hotel guest. I'm keeping up a great pace for somebody wearing heavy armor. Although I guess the Chimera suit isn't heavy, but lugging around all these heavy-ass weapons. ¿Qué Melchor? ¿Cómo le fue?
Everybody okay? Great.
anything else out here? Alright, let's go to the Rizzo's bunker. The Caves of Zeal. Gotta go the long way around. They're the Holy Caves. Was I calling them the Caves of Wonder? Transition to Holy Caves. Pretty. Pretty blue glow stuff. Oh. Damn. We got some spooky slugs here. Canid host. Skull tailfin. Oh, well, I'll keep one of those. Some parasite jelly. I mean, did the parasites come from the Holy Caves? I guess becomes the question. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. It seemed like it was only taking damage if I shot at it in... Okay, so it does seem that this was kind of the, origin point for the parasite. And that little note speculated that the parasite wasn't even like a native species of Eridanos. It was apparently made from the, waste byproducts of the terraformer. Which is an interesting bit of lore. What is this? Grenade launcher 3. Alright, just more notes on how these little parasite dudes work. Seems like we're gonna need to take the elevator down. We go deeper into the belly of the beast.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Isn't it though? Sorry, just looking at stuff I could salvage, just to make sure I have my own supply of spare parts in case I need them. Unsurprisingly... Yeah, unsurprisingly, the Holy Cave was led into the Rizzo's bunker. I figured they were, joined in some capacity. I'm glad my cumulative video game knowledge is not faltering. Chief of the Savages, severed index finger. Oh, and just a lovely, like, incoherent poem after the researchers were infected by the parasite. Charming. Alright. A locked door. Always open all locked doors. Open last entry. So this is like a posthumous retirement package. Query, supervisor clearance. No printing. Isolate passcode. Memorize the passcode. Alright, I have acquired the passcode to, I guess, another terminal somewhere. This one would make the most sense, but we'll see. View lab notes. Alright, so here we have some notes on how the parasite in question cannot infect sprats because of their highly adaptive nervous system. Uh-oh. I think here is where they had the idea of sticking the parasite into the Spectrum brown vodka to preserve it until it could latch onto new hosts. Damn it, Rizzo's, your corporate evil knows no bounds. I'll take this vodka black, though. Purple berry lunch. Why is this stealing? Is somebody alive down here? Oh, this is very unnerving. Glasses. We're getting like spooky cult music. I mean, this is a very culty looking spot. I mean, I like the decor. I wouldn't mind having this type of decor on the Unreliable. Somebody take notes. Parvati, Ellie, take notes. I mean, I know someone's living here because all this shit is classified as stolen. I'm closing the door so he doesn't see me stealing stuff.
Stop that! What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
I suppose I can look away this time.
Sorry, who are you?
By concentrating on profit, I can invite wealth into
Oh, these are the profit of profitability
Nobody needs this many
cultists. Gotcha. This tracks. I'm looking forward to hearing why they all decided to
Nice
move
going.
into the abandoned Rizzo's facility, but alright. Oh, excuse me. I can break down these lab outfits for parts though, since I already have some at home. Ooh, ultra plasma carbine. Interesting.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone.
Alright, let me sell the stuff that I don't need. Tech skills plus 15. Oh wow, okay, jeepers. Yeah, I can just carry this with me for when I need to do tech stuff. Perfect. One, two, three, four. Alright. I'm trying to collect like all... Nah. Tempting, but I'd rather have the base armor. Yeah, we don't need stealth. View messages from Ruth Bellamy. Gotta figure out which one of these clods is the profit of profitability. I'm assuming it's the Leah Mason. Oh no, there's the profit, that makes sense.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Jeepers. For a positivity disciple, you'll sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat recently?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Certainly.
That's all for now.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
The productivity queen. Alright. Let's go find that corpse first.
detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Let me deal with these first.
Don't mess with us.
Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining corpses don't get up and walk away and there's no evidence of the body being torn apart?
Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Strange. Let's keep this in mind. Alright, let's speak to the Prophet. Hello, Prophet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
I mean, this is probably safer than anything Auntie Cleo hands out, so... Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
Discrepancy amplifier. How... Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Tasty herbs. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like tripicale, with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of saltuna, though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
I'll take the risk. Alright. Honor Guard's headgear. Well, I'll steal that eventually. Prophet.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
You know, I have been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Free? Sure. I'll hear it.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
So in order to be productive, I need to suffer. Oh no, mask off capitalism. Hot damn.
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
You've got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
You said you had... Wait. I'm gonna ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I'd think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen after her death, correct?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There was nothing there, but by its proportions, I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
The wilderness? You didn't dump the body? Wait, did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
The wilderness. You sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
The wilderness. You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial.
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
You didn't kill anybody. You are clear.
Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
No, dear, you're fine. Halcyon and Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
No, dear. Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent, Prophet.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Lady, calm down. You're up the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Alright, I'm gonna steal the Honor Guard helmet.
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
I'm leaving.
Perhaps 73 hours is too long to be awake. I'm seeing things.
The Dissident Queen. Chapter 1. I wish I could take those with me. Honor Guard helmet. Leadership skills, critical damage. Is that better than this? I mean, yeah, the bonuses are worth that. Confront Spencer, an unfinished accusation. Cave of Zeal. Alright, let me do this, and then I'll turn in the rest of the stuff at the Wilderness Preserve. I still haven't gone to the distillery. God, I have to go all the way around for him. Alright, let's turn all this in. And yeah, nobody's mentioned anything to me about the distillery. Maybe Spencer will say something when I finally confront him. It looks like he did try to, like, you know, I don't know, prank, I guess, Helen with a laxative, but he's a goober. He would not have, like, done the deed, as it were. I have your data pads, Virgil.
Excellent to see you again, my friend. Hope you've been keeping your head high.
Always. I think I found everything.
What are these? Research data pads? Not quite what I expected. Let's see what they say. Parasites, caves, thought control. He did what now? Well, it doesn't look like any of this is in violation, but it is disturbing. And disturbing a surprised auditor is as foul as failing to file proper paperwork. Rizos shall pay dividends for my psychological damage. Here's your reward, my friend. Your contributions to the field of surprise auditing shall not go forgotten.
Marvelous. I would like a plaque, sir, in my honor. I have your guest passes.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
I have them right here.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
What are you gonna do now?
We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Thanks, Isabella. Oh, I almost cleared that. That would have been cool if I managed it. Mildred Lennox.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical as promised. She was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Try to keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Can I take this? Yeah, give me your Spectrum Vodka Blue.
Welcome back. What can I do you for?
Sup, but how goes the investigation? It's going. How are you, Ryan? Thank you for stopping by. Hope your day is going well. We just wrapped up a very awkward conversation with the Prophet of Profitability, and so far, we've pretty much managed to clear everyone, aside from that shifty-ass administrator.
Get your hunter supplies.
Ooh, Utter Buddy. Oh. She just gave me a rare weapon. Didn't realize she would do that. Alright. Unfinished accusation. Confront Spencer. We're gonna confront Spencer, but also, Jeepers. Fast travel map, please. I wanted to go check the distillery. The distillery is the last, like, spot on the map I haven't checked. And it hasn't come up in investigations at all, and nobody's mentioned it. So I'm like, oh. Oh, and we have these infected people and parasites just running around.
True professionals.
Oh my gosh, what did they hit him with? He went bouncing. No, that's the Faden Pilot House. Here we go, Distillation Station. Yeah, I mean, no one's asked me to investigate, but I'm the inspector, damn it. I should be allowed to go where I please. Doesn't look like security's gonna stop me, so we'll go ahead. This is my inspector outfit, by the way. You can't see the top hat, but it's there. I will be appropriating this ammunition for special investigation stuff. The Rizzo's Rangers are already here.
You think that fountain's got real purple berry juice?
I don't pick up one of the thousands of empty bottles and give it a shot. Actually, no, not yet. Not until we deal with the parasites.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
I haven't forgotten. There's no door to this, okay. Doesn't look like there's too many points of interest here. Really just a distillation station. Let me just check around the side for shenanigans, and then I'll just waltz in through the front door. I'm kind of surprised that all the bullshit going on in the rest of Eridanos has not made its way to the distillation station. You'd think this would be like ground zero for bullshit, but no. I take this? Oh, no, I don't want it.
Welcome to Rizzo's Distillation Station, where we
she's got a parasite.
rocket fuel, bubbly beverages, and spirits that'll make you smile, all in the same system of pipes. The top level of the distillery is available to all guests for the purpose of sightseeing and novelty product purchasing. However, it saddens me to inform you that due to classified reasons, we are currently under a state of emergency. As such, we are offering a total of 0 lower-level tours at this time.
What's this about a tour?
On the upper floors of the facility, we are proud to offer investors and celebrities alike a pristine tour area for experiencing all that the distillation station has to offer Eridanos. Tours are entirely self-guided, so feel free to try one. Simply head through the doors behind me and frolic in the sweet bliss of Rizzo's psychedelic sugar-fueled paradise. Once you've reached the tasting room, your tour will have completed. And remember, for your safety, guests are advised not to stray from the approved tour path.
Let me guess, you have 3 tour options, Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket.
Wowee, your deductive skills sure are exceptional. According to my records, we're currently sold out of all Premium and Premium Plus passes. Also, Golden Ticket sales are suspended for the time being due to...
A current state of emergency? If you dial Ludo, I'm sure... No, let's not let Ludicolo know where we are. Ludovico, not Ludicolo, that's a Pokemon.
Yes, that is exactly right.
I have questions for you. Questions of a criminal nature.
Oh my, but I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter for my entire life. Correction, for the purposes of honesty, I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter since my morale treatment in the RR&DD lab several weeks ago.
What were you like before your treatment?
Thinking on such a time makes me unhappy. As such, I avoid doing so at all costs.
Let me guess, after your treatment, your whole outlook on life changed.
Yes, that's right. The way I see the world, it's so pretty now. All sparkling and prismatic. I'll do anything to protect this precious gift Rizzo's has given me. Understand?
You threatening me? You wanna go, Receptionist Embry? Technically endeavor to doesn't mean you were successful.
Technically, you are correct. I am ultimately a flawed being, as are all humans. But now, I'm a happier being, flaws and all.
I think that's enough for now.
Wonderful. I am so very pleased that I could aid you with your criminal questioning.
If this emergency has to do with Helen's murder, that's why I'm here. Your boss hired me.
Yes, that is not what I meant.
I don't care what you meant. The material reality is I will investigate. I think you mean no in that case.
Yes, you are almost right, but not quite correct. The word no contains such a negative connotation. As such, I have endeavored to replace it with happier words in my vocabulary. See?
Can I get into the lower... Okay, can I get into the lower levels of the distillation station or not?
Yes, but not at this time. Access has been barred to all non-essential level workers.
Check my status. I'm the special investigator on the case.
Wow, so you are. Gosh, could I get an autograph? I'll put it on my desk right next to the one I got from Black Hole Birdie. He's so smart and strong, or, well, at least he's very strong. Oh, and I must remember,
Birdie's a good lad.
Inspector, you are still not authorized to enter the lower levels at this time. Please contact Administrator Ludovico if you feel this decision has been made in error.
Yeah, whatever. I don't need your permission to go places to investigate things. I will just go investigate, and if somebody stands in my way, I will shoot them. As I have in your various other facilities. Now they're just showing off the parasites everywhere. That's gross, Rizzos.
They're so polite. Almost makes you forget they're trying to kill us all.
See, that's the distillery. This is sealed. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
Real slick.
We can't even be like slick about this because we're all goobers in heavy ass armor. Needler prop. I have Spectrum Vodka Red. I don't want those other things that are not Spectrum Vodka. This door is still sealed. Well, it's good to know. This is where they shot, like, the last episode, or I suppose promo of Halcyon Helen before this whole mess started. I already have a Spectrum Brown, don't I? I do.
There's no way they actually make anything here. This place looks way too nice.
So it's a decoy distillery. Oh, there's 9 flavors. Yellow, green, indigo.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
Oh, this place basically exists just so if you've messed up, you can come get every flavor of vodka for the vodka minigun, which I will pull out again in a second. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have all 9 flavors of Spectrum Vodka.
Thank you greatly for stopping by. On behalf of Rizzo's, I hope you enjoy viewing a small part of our facility.
Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna go confront Spencer Woolrich. I know Spencer didn't do it, but we can go yell at him. You anything new?
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
What's my rep with these folks here? Rizzo's is not a fan of mine. Sublight Underground, also not particularly. Oh, he can roam now. You have anything new for me, Bellhop Norval?
Returned. Hope you're finding the hotel to your liking. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Well, if it isn't Lord Bellhop Alain Norval himself.
What? Oh, Claus, you didn't find my story, did you? sakes alive, that's embarrassing as all hell. I guess I should have hit it better.
Yeah.
Well, since there's no way to put the leather boa back in the skinning machine, I might as well ask. What did you think?
It was extremely entertaining. I enjoyed reading it.
And my old man said I never amount to anything. Move over, board announcement writer 256. Norville's coming for your job.
I like to encourage people's dreams. In fact, let me check in on Bellhop Sullivan, who is an absolute dream.
Me, oh my, how exciting to see you again. This truly has been a day to end all days. I could die happy. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Know anything about Bellhop Owens? The chef was talking about him.
Owens? I hardly spot him. Generally, he's at Mr. Woolrich's beck and call, fetching this or that, helping with his room, and providing as his acting partner far more often than not. Ooh, that was strange. I've never felt quite as pleased as I just was to be tasked with working this elevator for 16 hours every day.
I mean, to be Parvati, she just teleported in there. Okay.
Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
To the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Pristine items are more than shiny. They usually have more durability. Spencer Woolrich, we meet again for like the third time.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
I found a bottle of tainted liqueur. Might have something to do with your poisoning. So, quick question. What was it you wanted with a Terra Ray bile gland?
What? That damn bellhop promised discretion.
The damn bellhop is dead.
If you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terra Ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
If the Terra Ray gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it. Nice contradiction. Want to add another to the pile, or would you rather just come clean? No, we'll go with the Socratic method.
Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the Terra Ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned. Oh, this should be good.
Just listen to me, please. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Yeah, you really seem like a toxicologist. Or maybe you played one on the Either Wave.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What would you want me to say instead?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
All right, I'll keep your part in this a secret.
Thank you very much, Inspector. And for what it's worth, I really do hope you find the true murderer.
He's a goober, but not a murderer. Oh, actually, Birdie's back here. Or at the very least, he's back in the Grand Colonial. Where the hell is he? Birdie.
Hotel rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. This one's real cozy.
I have a few more questions for you.
What do you want to know?
Nope, that's it. Just making sure you were here. To the penthouse.
Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double. Next stop.
To the penthouse suite.
Seat in the house.
Alright. We'll save here. I don't know what's gonna put us on track for the end game. I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
The poisoner was none other than Owens, the former bellhop.
Bellhop Owens. Recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy. Gross incompetence. I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I finished my investigation into Jasmine Leva, the Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
Ooh, one sec, y'all. Let me just ban that bot real quick.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
There we go, bot banned. She really no, don't arrest her. Please don't scapegoat that lady, even if she is bananas. I think she's a fraud and a cheat. She's clearly in over her head. None of these are really great. I mean, a fraud and a cheat, that's all of Halcyon.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders.
Also, Maujor, thanks so much for the follow.
Candidate for Helen's murderer.
I'm still considering my options, but no, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oops, sorry for the hiccup. Sometimes it does this.
I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
I have not formally accused anyone, Rizzos. Alright, now we'll save before I make my formal accusation.
Inspector?
I know who killed Helen.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
You did.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I don't think I know. I've got proof.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You can't fire me. I quit. You sound pretty defensive, Ludovico. Got something to hide?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations.
They may be perfidious, but they're not baseless.
Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
I don't need proof. My instincts haven't led me wrong before. This entire investigation is a farce. I'm done playing along. Pat your pockets. You know, I forgot something. Wait here. I'll find some evidence. No, my instincts.
If you have no proof, then you have no case. And I have no further use for you. Wait. Don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Oh, you're in the distillery. Inspector, huh? I thought you said my services were no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
There's no answer. So, guys, should we help him out, or...
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
Alright. I got nothing going on. We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take a wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Oh, shut up, Vicar. Okay. Who isn't packing some, like, bomb-ass power armor? Oh, cool. Now you can have a cool power armor helmet, Vicar. However one pronounces that. Right control helmet platinum. I already have that. I also already have this. Okay. Cool beans. We're gonna do something a little unorthodox here. For the remainder of our situation here, I'm gonna need to mess around with my skills a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save here.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it.
We're gonna be dropping off stuff that's no longer needed. I have the plasma propulsion pack. What does this do? Is this a plasma launcher or a flamethrower? Oh, it's a plasma flamethrower. You know what, Vicar? Take the flamethrower. You take the shock cannon. I guess I don't super need the... I'll keep the plasma launcher. No, I will... Put the honor guard stuff in there. It's like not hella worth me having this. I'll stash it for now. Like, I can rock the rest of the road with just my Chimera. Oh, what did I just stick in there? Let me take the Spectrum Brown. Oh wow, yeah, no, yeah, please let me take back my Adreno. I need that. Okay. We're gonna respec our points because I need to dump everything. Let me talk to you.
Bertie Holcomb couldn't have killed Miss Helen, right?
I doubt it.
Oh, I'm glad I ain't the only one feeling that way. He's got a good heart. He sounded like he was real fond of Miss Helen. I just can't see him hurting her like that. Poor guy. I can't imagine what he's going through right now.
By the way, are you two related?
Oh boy, I used to get that question back in the Vale. I'll tell you what I told everybody else. Black Hole Bertie Holcomb and I are not related. Probably.
I like that probably.
Bertie doesn't seem like he has the, how do I put this, intelligence to hide a bottle of Zero-G, much less a murder.
It wasn't him.
Black Hole Bertie, murderer of Halcyon Helen? That sounds even crazier out loud than it does in my head.
It wasn't
It's not
him.
good for Bertie. He's got a temper. He tore up a picnic, and he got so drunk on the night of the murder that he ain't even sure what he did. And after Helen died, he went into hiding? I hate to say this about the hack attack, but I think he might be the killer.
This is why you're not the inspector. It's not him, Felix. Let's see, Nyoka and the Vicar. What are y'all's perceptions?
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with this. So tell me, what are we going to do?
We'll have to dig more into the issue and sort it all out. I don't know, but someone's gonna die and it won't be us.
I hate to contradict you by pointing out that everyone dies. But it is better to die last, I suppose. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Tell me about your religion.
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
Besides the Grand Architect and the plan, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
Sounds like the bastard child of Darwinism and Stoicism. That sounds like a cruel belief system. That's a religion I can get behind. Screw the weak. No, that sounds a little cruel.
I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Nyoka.
So it ain't the boyfriend after all. Color me shocked.
Alright, we're gonna respec, and then after we're done here on Eridanos, we will respec again. It's a little meta, but it's important that we do this. Alright, I got 350 points available. We're gonna respec once I leave with Parvati and Ellie so that I know exactly how many points they're giving me with their perks. Alright, let me just double check something before I royally heck up, as the Utes would say. Sorry, y'all, not to make you wait. I'm just double checking something before I do it.
Papi, la comida le quedó en el comedor.
Bueno. Alright, leadership. We're gonna need 150 determination for this. Again, it's a little meta. It's not great, but we can do this at 100 because then that'll give us our tech skills for that. Shit. Persuade, I think we just need it to be at 100. Yeah, we're so fine there. And the rest, I think, let me dump into science just to see how how much like a fully boosted science weapon is. Companion abilities. Alright, so we're gonna do time dilation meter, high maintenance, applied science, Nietzsche's rewards, resilient, pack mule, the quick and the dead, traveler, we'll reduce our movement penalty to accuracy, we'll do reaper, weird science, harvester, pair of pack mules, soliloquy, concentrated fire, armor master, don't go dying on me, steady hand, wild science, and base health. Ten medical, healer, more health recovery, Parvati, engineering, mods in the field, more time dilation, minus ton mechanical damage, chrono harmony. Let's get you some armor and second wind. Wow, why can I not just fast travel to Rizzo's? Alright. Interestingly enough, this actually isn't too terribly far for my usual configuration. Except for like the abysmal lockpick score, but even then that's not that bad. And wow, just from having Ali and Parvati, that is like half my engineering right there. Wow. Oh.
Didn't even get our hands dirty.
When in doubt, kill it with fire. How isn't that a slogan? How isn't that a slogan from UDL or something? Oh gosh, let me clear the landing zones, I guess. The only downside to energy weapons is that they melt the bodies. Sometimes it's a little tough to locate the piles of ash to loot. wait, it's a special side door that I had not gone through before. To Rezo, distillation station. Oh, we're getting the like little mystery music. Halcyon Helen. She's alive.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
I saw this coming a mile away.
Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But you? I can believe you saw through my charade, Inspector. You're Maverick Johnston's latest star, after all. Johnston may be a tedious hack, but...
I love that everyone now knows I'm a movie star.
I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few competent people left in this colony. That makes us two of a kind.
The name's not Hawthorne. The corpse in the ballroom. I'm guessing she's a body double.
She was much more to me than a body double. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
My condolences about Belinda.
So am I. I'm sorry I wasn't there for her. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. Killing the administrator won't bring her back. But it'll feel good.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Damn, Helen. You're a baddie. I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator. Just how many people have you killed, Helen?
Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Key and she was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
Damn, I like Maria.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
No dice, Ludovico. Helen, I'm with you. Yeah, Ludovico's out of his mind.
Couldn't agree more. The last thing this colony needs is more grinning idiots.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Let's move. Can I go that way? Nope. Figured that would have been too easy.
Head through that door. There's another way out. There. I've opened that door for you.
Oh, jeez. Thanks, Helen. This is a cool little shot with us being, like, parallel to each other.
Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Who only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide, benign to humans, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
Hold on, I have questions.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
Transition to Eridanos. The Eris Directorate was formed after the Great War to arbitrate international and intercorporate disagreements. Alright, let's go to the penthouse. Good idea. Guys. Ooh. Excuse that. Got some mail. I can't put anything on my Chimera or anything. Oh, but I can make sure everybody has the ultimate stuff. Okay, so utility. Cushion souls, armor degradation. I wish it would tell me who has it equipped. Let me give them the improved thug kit. Yeah, I can't give Sam anything, and I think Felix is the only one wearing this currently. Hopefully we get another suit of power armor we can give him. I mean, if not, you know, tough luck. Let's see, Tinker. Gatling laser. I mean, so how much is it to the Spectrum Gatler? This item is on max level. So, I may have tinkered too much and now have no money.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
I'm sorry, this must be difficult to you. This must be difficult for you. My condolences on your sister.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If you can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
So your immune system could destroy the parasites before the larval stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor?
Dr. Inspector,
We're going
please.
to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Piraeus spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
I have the pod. Oh, you mean sprat nucleons? They're commonly used in medical experiments. I should be able to synthesize an effective anti-parasitic.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises.
Elementary, my dear Helen.
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients to synthesize an anti-parasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast. Let me borrow your needler.
Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back?
Pretty much. Hand it over. I'm already doing all the work. I deserve to feel like an either-wave hero. No. Yeah.
You're right. You do deserve the spotlight. Here. You take good care of my needler, and it'll take good care of you.
Holster the gun.
There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
I wanted to ask you about Belinda.
I'm not accustomed to talking about Belinda, but I'm also not accustomed to the kind of sympathy you showed me earlier. So I'll make an exception for you. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
People know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
She was important to you. If I were you, I'd want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
Nobody else knew you had a twin?
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
I'd say you went pretty far. You two became Halcyon's best paid stars.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
I want to hear the whole story. Tell me what happened.
It's a long story, Inspector.
Then you'd reach for a cigarette, then you'd best get started.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Aro-Ace, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go, but I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement of Spectrum Brown. Why didn't Belinda want to go? You make it sound like you didn't have a choice.
Belinda and I are Halcyon Helen. Halcyon Helen is a creative property owned by whatever company sponsors our latest picture. Rizzo's finance the majority of Terror on Monarch, which means they currently own 51% of Halcyon Helen. We were required by law to take the job.
What happened when you got to Aro-Ace?
Belinda and I arrived on Aro-Ace and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
Except for his temper problem. I met the guy, he really did care for her.
Bertie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
I heard you insisted on a tour of the labs.
I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium. A parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
I won't let that happen.
I can't do this without your help. I tried doing this on my own once, and look what happened. I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Don't blame yourself.
I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
I like your style, murdering anybody you want in the name of revenge.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, and that worries me a little. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
What exactly happened between you and Constable Keene?
Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
I would have made them pay.
So you do understand. Was there anything else?
Birdie was carrying this data pad. I think it's yours.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected. Everything I discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only two people in the universe knew that language.
Here, take the data pad.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
What exactly happened on the night of the murder?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
Yeah, then he hired me to pin the murder on someone else.
I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You would have lost that fight.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
Alright, good talk, Helen. Alright, let's talk to Kincannon.
They're on us.
Oh.
I'll show you happiness.
Nice one.
Wanted to make you smile.
What's the problem? I just want to be your friend.
Deputy, why aren't you doing anything?
Incoming!
Internment logs. Oh wow, I am... I'm terrible. How did I not check this terminal beforehand? I don't know what happened to the deputy robot. Somebody might have killed him. I mean, he knew what he was in for when he became a robot of the law. Let me clear these out as I go.
I just want to be your friend.
I'm afraid my dance card's all full for homies.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh no, are the bar folks okay?
Reeks of unhappiness.
Make him regret it.
Smile, damn it!
Let go. Take your best shot, asshole.
Wanted to make you smile.
I think I missed out on the all-in minigun. That's disappointing. Or the all-in light machine gun. Oh well. I'll live.
Law, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them? No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others. I spilled mock apple juice on my pants, okay? It's
Oh, hun, they have you doing security?
Hey, Inspector! You're alive! That's terrific.
How are you holding up?
Can't complain. Still slug-free. That is, I'm still slug, obviously, but I haven't been slugged. You know what I mean.
I need essence of spread. Do you have any in storage?
You need... what? Why?
It's for an anti-parasitic I'm working on.
No kidding. I should have known you'd be on top of things.
You know me, Ella.
That must be what's on my desk. We just got it in. Couldn't find it on any of our shipping orders, and none of us could figure out what in law's name it was. You're welcome to it. Just so you know, it's got a bit of a weird smell.
That's fine. Stay safe.
You too, Inspector.
Ugh, essence of sprat? Why would anybody keep a vial of... Never mind, I don't want to know.
Cedric.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
What happened here?
Whew. Whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance. With the warehouse's stores, Slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
I'm working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic.
Helen? You don't say.
Yes, to create... It's a longer story than we have time for.
That's not terribly surprising, considering present circumstances. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely? I believe I owe you my thanks then, both personally and on behalf of Slug.
Who ordered essence of spread anyway? Anytime.
Well, let's hope this particular scenario doesn't arise more than once. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
I thought he was just an asshole. Turns out he's an evil asshole.
To be so uncynical. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Ludovico wants to infect the entire colony with slugs. This is big.
When you put it like that, I would be heartless to say no. You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Tell them to bring their best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Anti-parasitic, remember? I'm going to disperse it.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
Doesn't Cedric have multiple reasons to kill Helen right now? I mean, really the main reason is that she, like, hacked his one droid to keep everyone, like, confused, while the droid stole the explosives she would need to take out the distillery. So, like, yes, he's very upsetty spaghetti about the betrayal, but also, like, given the situation. Did I already take the all-in machine gun?
If worse comes to worse, remember, I don't have much.
Is east right or left? Trying to find this damn machine gun before I leave. Also, she killed Keen. I mean, to be fair, Keen was a Rizzo stooge. So, like, they were fond, but at some point, you know, even Kincannon acknowledges that, you know, Keen would have picked Rizzo's over him anytime. Ciao, maestro, que la vaya bien.
I guess they use this place to unwind.
Oh, here we go.
Cargo contained?
All in. Oh, baby. I mean, you did your work, Spectrum Gatling Gun. Actually, I'll use it for the rest of this, because we are on Eridanos, and it should be doing what it's supposed to. Because it's scaled up with, like, my big-ass science point right now. But after we're done here on Eridanos, I'm going to switch to the all-in. And that'll probably carry me to the rest of the thing. But yeah, no, I know what you mean by saying that she killed Keen, but, like, you know, Keen was a corporate lackey, so she would have backed Rizzo's and Ludovico over, you know, good sense. I do appreciate them, like, giving you the detail that Helen did offer her an out. And I mean, like, Blossom, you know, we know she was a reptile, as Helen put it. Wait, where the hell am I going? Alright, I gotta go back to the penthouse. I can't fast travel because there's enemies nearby? Who? Oh. Calibrate the device, then pour in the ingredients. This is a rudimentary device used by unskilled workers, but you managed to make a few necessary adjustments. The centrifuge separates the spread essence into its basic components. As expected, spread nuclein immediately reacts to the parasite eggs. Your anti-parasitic is complete. Your own special design on the formula guarantees a near total elimination of any parasites present in a host, improves their digestion and sweetens their breath. Well, Cedric see it that way, though. I mean, honestly, they have, like, presented him as this mastermind who knows exactly what's going on even better than you and Helen, apparently. So, like, I fully expect him to turn on and be like, ah, I knew what was going on the entire time. I was testing you, Inspector. You see a small label stuck against the side of the device. The label reads Rizzo's Laboratory Centrifuge. No training required. All Rizzo's laboratory equipment has been designed for use by the unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push buttons, and watch it spin. Peel back the label. The label. You see another smaller label under it. It reads Discounted Model Spacer's Choice Proprietary Technology. Charming. Alright. To the pilot house. Oh, wow. Okay. That was unnerving. And you just fucking standing there. I swear there was a vending machine in here. Whatever, I'll get one outside later. Phaeton.
Greeting protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
Ooh, not so fast. What's your status?
Reactor stable. Compound dispersal may commence.
Disperse this instead.
Affirmative. Dispersing.
We done did it.
Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
To the distillation station. Do I still have access to teleport to the Unreliable? Okay. Just in case what I'm trying to do doesn't pan out. Oh, wow, the Needler is a science gun. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, but I do need money. Alright, let me rebuild up my, my coffers a bit. Okay, well, they're not that wrecked. I thought I had a lot less. We'll keep the improved... No, because I have my tech armor I can change it into. No degradation. I don't need an improved silver kit or a Mr. Ouch. We can always do more plasma damage. And I really only need one more improved thug kit for Felix. Perfect. Now, I do believe there's a connection here from the pilot house to the distillation station. There is indeed. Okay, cool. I assume this was done on purpose since there's no fast travel point to the distillation station. This will end as most things are meant to end, with a flamethrower. In the immortal words of one of my favorite memes, swiggity swiggity, I'm coming for that booty. Who are they shooting at? Oh, they downed whoever that was. It's kind of refreshing that even though I gave them, like, you know, plasma Gatling guns, they are surprisingly judicious with them and pepper instead of all out like I do. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to kill the receptionist because she was all parasited up. Oh, yep, she's dead.
Incoming! Nice one!
Oh gosh, damn it, Ellie.
Wanted to make you smile.
Wonder what they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch of Spectrum Brown?
Nope, 105. Can't open it. I don't much care for this low-level lockpick life.
This place is definitely not sanitary.
Hacking skill too low. Alright, do I have stuff that will up my mental attributes? Pick up level head and metal. Did they leave those specifically here? lack the tech skills necessary to get through this. Let's go the long way.
Take your best shot, asshole. Who's ready for more?
Are they raising parasites? Inside those vats? I am never touching Spectrum again.
I mean, yeah, never touching Spectrum again is probably the smart move.
Wanna give you a gift. I just wanted to make you smile.
Was anyone shot up here? I probably sacrificed a couple of hot commodity items on a gamble, and I'm okay with that. Alright, I can pick some of these doors. No, this is the way out. I've been through here. Let me check this locked door.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Ooh, that's a long fall. Don't look down, Cap. Okay.
All right. We're at the final stretch here. I'm curious if it'll end up that, like, Ludovico is infected, or if he is just, like, batshit bananas.
Just wanted to make you smile.
My personal motto is to always open every door.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but based on what we've seen so far, I'd say be ready for anything.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough.
Oh, he must be have like
Just
the queen in there.
The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
There's someone behind you. Or something.
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry. You'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony. All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness.
That's what I do.
And
rob people of their happiness. I'm the only queen here. Turn to your... Am I doing tired of listening to this guy? I know you're about to start a monologue. No, I'll hear the monologue. Your queen, what exactly is going on here?
The queen of symbiotes. A creature of endless compassion and unfathomable intelligence. The next sovereign of Halcyon. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness, dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law, stop!
They're on us.
You wanna go? Kill it with vodka. Vermophobia. Constantly taking damage from parasites and infected humans, you're no longer as effective around worm-like creatures. Nah, I'm scared of them. I'm scared of no ghost. Saw it coming? Yeah, that's what I figured. Administrator's Finery, the Nova Burst. Ooh. We got ourselves a handy-dandy special rifle Reno. I don't suppose I can open this. Nope. Activate machinery cluster ID. Oh, I could have activated that to, like, fight her. Oh, well, whatever. The Oxonian. Administrator's Finery. Standard Troop Helmet Gold. Already have one of those. Assistant Hartwell.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket. Good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards.
This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Yeah, I'll put you out of your misery.
Incoming! I'm warmed up now.
I'm sorry, Hartwell. I can't be letting folks with parasites run loose here. Alright, I mean, we've solved the mystery, stopped the queen. All in all, good shit. To Eridanos. This was supposed to stop the jelly people? I'm sorry, what the hell? Captain, go home. Speak with Helen, speak with Cedric, return to Ada. I like that I'm leaving when there's still infected people running about. I assume I can entrust that to Helen and Sublight. That's quite the adventure, huh, crew? We speak with Cedric, not Hedrick.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
We speak with Helen.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the Queen of the Brain Slugs wasn't on that list.
How are you feeling? Perception, you sound disappointed.
Is that so strange? I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Don't go feeling sorry for yourself. You're better than that. Yeah, determination 150.
I suppose I am wallowing a little. If Belinda saw me like this, she'd probably give me a lecture on dignity. A Bellamy doesn't indulge in self-pity. After I lost Belinda, I think I knew I could never be Halcyon Helen again. I'd have to go back to being Ruth Bellamy. I don't think I'm ready.
I can't make that decision for you.
You've done enough for me already. Goodbye, Captain.
No, I'm keeping the Needler. Alright, I'm gonna make a save here. Alright. We're gonna try something. What is the save before I talk to Helen? Can I still talk to them? Yes, okay. This is a little bullshit, but we're gonna do it.
Now don't move, you got a little bit of sick in your tread. There, spick and span. Next time you find Yoka fixing to barf, you come get me. I'll make sure she hits the can. Oh, Captain! Just doing some routine maintenance on our automech, friend. Don't mind me.
I think I'm supposed to have 150 in both leadership and determination for the Helen thing. It's entirely possible that it doesn't matter, but I really want to be able to help her out of her funk, because I got mad respect for Helen. And yet this would be a case where you would have to purposefully max out basically both of these to the exclusion of anything else in your repertoire. Again, a little meta, a little bullshit, but I really want the best ending for Helen. Alright, both of those are maxed out. Let me pump a bunch into Persuade too. I think I should be good with just... like leadership and determination maxed out, but fuck it. Let's hit it with this too. Fuck it. Oh, we're super slow because I didn't take any of the weight perks. Hi, Cedric. I don't super care what you have to say to me.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
Okay, Helen.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the Queen of the Brain Slugs wasn't on that list.
You sound disappointed.
I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
It sounds like you're giving up. Belinda wouldn't want that.
You're right. She wouldn't. She was always braver than me, you know. I was always the defeatist. Gave up too easily, and she never let me forget it. And now, without Belinda, I think I have to give up on being Halcyon Helen. She wouldn't be pleased to hear me say that, but I don't have much of a choice.
I don't know, Belinda, but she obviously wanted you to be happy. Don't give up on that.
You're right. I'm despairing, and that's not worthy of me. It's not worthy of my sister. Thank you, Captain. I needed to hear that. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
Goodbye, Helen. Okay, I think that's the best I can do for her. Time to return to Ada. And we've done it. We've solved the murder on Eridanos. Don't mind me walking slowly.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not the inspector anymore. I finished the Eridanos job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Oh, Ada, it sounds like you missed me. I can tell you what happened if you'd like.
Yes, Captain. Thank you for satisfying my curiosity subroutines.
The real killer was Administrator Ludovico.
Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? I have been programmed to simulate contempt and mild surprise. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed? I am contemptuous and mildly surprised. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem, Ada.
How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Wouldn't dream of it. Alright, and next time... Alright, we're gonna save, and I'll call it here. Thank you all so much for joining me for the finale, the final installment here of Murder on Eridanos. And when we return to the Outer Worlds, we're going to be tackling Peril on Gorgon. As always, we're going to raid someone here on our way out. We're going to go ahead and raid Guido. As always, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the flip side. Stay safe, folks.